Hi, I'm INTCITIUM, and today I will show you the first step of making a Godot game with the Godot engine. So first step, you have to download it. So just go to a web browser and put in Godot engine, then go to their website where you can see a lot of nice stuff. Then you can see a lot of information, a lot of nice stuff, but what you really want is the older version, the 3 point something. I don't actually remember which one it was. So you just go download, and then that's for Mac OS because I'm using Mac OS. So you click on the Godot 3 because I prefer that version. So you go to either version you want. I mean, to me it's basically almost the same thing, just that it's a tiny bit different. But I will go for the Godot engine on the top, and then you have to download it, and then this should pop up at the beginning, all blank. So first, to make something, you click new project, give your project a name. How about INTCITIUMONE'S adventure, like similar to INTCITIUM's adventure. So then we create a folder, so because there's no folder yet, so we need the folder to save it. Then there's OpenGL S 3.0 and OpenGL S 2.0. I will choose 2.0 even if it has lower quality, but it's recommended for web games. Well, I mean, we don't really, maybe we're gonna make it to a web game, I'm not sure yet. But this is what you will have in the very beginning. You'll see a nice little 3D grid and a nice background also. So the first thing we're gonna do, go to other node, and then here you can see a lot of things, like for example here, audio stream player. It says plays back on audio non-positionally and stuff like that, so then you can experiment and see what it does, the single ones. But the first thing that we really want is an area 2D, and there we go, that's the one. And its description is 2D area for detection and physics and audio influence. So you click it or double click it, and then we can rename it right here to player. And there, then we have our main scene is now an area 2D. And now we can also add a child node, which will be a node inside the player. And here will also pop up a little sign that says this node has no shape, so it can't collide or interact with other objects. Consider adding a collision shape 2D or a collision polygon 2D as a child node. So let's just do that. Click on add child node, go for a collision shape 2D. There we go. You can also use collision polygon, but we're going to use collision shape 2D because it is a little bit easier to use. Now there's going to be another warning. A shape must be provided for collision shape 2D to function. So now we'll just create the shape here. I am going to use the capsule shape because that's just about how the player will look like. So now then you can also zoom in, and then you can see the preview of the capsular shape of the collision shape. Remember, this is just a collision, it's not going to be like in the game. So then you're going to see some settings and the possibility to remove and reshape the collision shape. And this is how mine will look like for the character that I pixeled in the recent video. Or not really recent, but So this is just about how it's gonna be. Then next we're gonna add to the player another node called animated sprite 2D. It's basically the same thing as a sprite, just that it's animated. A sprite is basically a picture that is, for example, a bird or something like that. Next, there will be another little warning that will basically say that we just have to create some frames like sprites. So let's go to new sprite frames, And first, nothing will happen, but if you click on it, then you will see that there's going to be lots of different ones. So let's add 3 different ones. First of all, idle. That's like the main, how the animation looks like. Then we will make the running. And the last one will be the jumping. So next, you have to load in your pictures for each one of them. But before that, let's hit Control S to save the scene. And because there's nothing to save it in, let's create a folder. And let's call it player stuff. This is where we're going to put every file that we will use for the player. Next, let's save it and load in our pictures. And here we are with our beautiful pictures that I've created. Then we click on texture. We have to re-import it on preset 2D pixel because I used the pixel art. It depends on what kind of picture you use, it will be different. So yeah, then the pictures will have better quality for pixel art. And let's just drag in some different kinds of different kinds of players. And yeah, let's just check here. There we go. And yeah, it looks good. I think I forgot something on the texture, but whatever. Maybe we can change it one day. So yeah, let's just keep it at that, and put some pictures into there. I just noticed that from the face, the half of the face is gone for some reason. I have no idea why, but everyone please just pretend as it didn't happen. Just ignore that part, okay, please. So this is our animated player. So next, so it was a little bit smoother in the game, we have to resize the collision shape so it fits perfectly for the feet. And I think that is pretty good, actually. Pretty good size. So yeah, then you can resize it. Of course, if you have a different character, you can also resize it differently. Then we have to click this, which basically puts everything that is inside the player scene that holds together. And for example, the player is moving, so for example, the collision shape won't stay and the texture goes on. So that's it for episode 1 of programming with Godot. To not miss any more episodes, subscribe.